Welcome to my Week 7 battle for the UNPL Season Number 4, where this week my team, the Miami Palafins, are going to be taking on RebelTrainer, coach of the Renegade Zarudes. I'll be giving you guys a quick breakdown of my team, and the battle will follow afterwards. But on to the matchup itself. RebelTrainer has an incredible team, highlighted by his hard-hitting attackers in Iron Valiant and Roaring Moon, which can both be devastating if they activate their abilities with booster energy, solid priority mon and Scizor, and an incredible rain abusing core, a combination of Politoed, Tornadus, and even his Terra Captain Barasuda, on top of having Hisui and Quillfish, which could also double as another Swift Swim Sweeper or set up spikes. And even Rotom can be annoying for my Palafin in a pinch. And he also has two Terra Captains, a Barasuda, which can terrestrialize into either a water, grass, or fairy type, and a Glastrier, which can terrestrialize into either a ice, poison, or fairy type. So we're starting this game off, as usual, with my Palafin. 4 attacks Palafin, just because it hits everything on his team for at least neutral, super effective damage, and I wanted at the very least to get the most damage possible from my Palafin, considering that it does do a good amount of work, especially if he provides the rain for me, boosting my water stab. Liquidation just gives me a reliable water stab in general, as he doesn't really have any good way of resisting, especially if the rain is up, unless he brings water absorb Politoed. But if he's water absorb Politoed, it means he's not Drizzle, which means that he doesn't have the ability to set up rain unless he has Rain Dance Damp Rock on his Tornadus. I have Jet Punch for priority to pick off weakened mons like Iron Valiant in a pinch, Ice Punch to hit Pokemon like Roaring Moon and Tornadus for super effective damage, as well as Rotom, and my last move was Drain Punch, just to at the very least give some recovery back on a Pokemon like Politoed. I opted for Punching Glove just to boost the power of my punching moves, as well as being able to potentially dodge any potential Rocky Helmet shenanigans in case he brings in more like a defensive Scizor, for example. I went with a straightforward max attack, max speed set just to maximize my damage output, and even with me being adamant nature, I'm still faster than a timid max speed non-scarf Rotom. Next up, I have Chople Berry Iron Treads with Earthquake, Iron Head, Rapid Spin, and Stealth Rock. This is my other way of checking Pokemon like Iron Valiant, as I can take a super active fighting move with my Chople Berry and retaliate with an Iron Head. Also, with all my added bulk, I can also take a move from Roaring Moon in a pinch. Max attack to do the most damage possible to his team, with only 60 speed EVs to guarantee outspeed a timid max speed Politoed, as his set can't really do much damage to Rotom, and even if I did this, it's my dedicated Rotom response in the first place. The rest of the EVs are put into HP for some additional bulk. Next up is my unaware heavy duty boost Clefable, which I'm bringing for the first time all season, as while Clefable can handle some of his physical threats, the fact that he does have ways of dealing with Clefable on his team with stuff like Iron Head, Roaring Moon, and even Scizor makes physically defensive Clefable a little bit more hard to justify in this matchup. So instead I went with a more mixed defensive set with more so inclined towards special defense to be able to better check Pokemon like Tornadus and Rotom in a pinch. With 252 HP and 132 special defense with a calm nature, I can guarantee take 2 Sludge Bombs from Tornadus from full, and the rest of the EVs are put into defense to better take on Pokemon, to better take a hit from Pokemon like Roaring Moon. I can guarantee take a Iron Head for sure, even if person is a boosted in attack. Moonblast is my way of doing damage to his team, as it's very spammable against his entire roster, with his only resist being his Scizor, which I don't really plan on beating 1v1, as if he does bring the rain, flamethrower, or any fire coverage I put on this Clefable won't be doing much damage because the rain weakens my fire moves. Wishperf Protect is also better in this matchup, not only because Moonlight's HP recovery gets mitigated in weather unless it's sun, but it also helps me stall out a turn of rain with Protect. And my last move is Thunder Wave, just for some added speed control, as also able to cripple stuff like Iron Valiant, it cripples Roaring Moon, and his Swift Swim Sweepers in general. And speed control is very, very nice in this game overall, just for the fact that my team is a little bit on the slow side in this matchup. Then we have my physically defensive Rocky Helmet Chestnut, which is pretty much here as my way of dealing with his physical rain abusers, but mainly the Barasuda, as I'm able to chip that thing down with a combination of Rocky Helmet damage, plus being able to hit it super effectively with Seed Bomb. I have Body Press as a means of hitting Pokemon like Roaring Moon for super effective damage, and it gives me a means of hitting Scizor for good damage as well. Spikes is here to rack up additional chip damage on my opponent's team, and my last move is Roar. again over Synthesis because of the fact that Synthesis recovery does get mitigated in the rain. I don't recover to 50%, I only cover 25%, and I figured instead of trying to force the issue with Synthesis, I went for Roar just to shuffle around his team, rack up entry hazard damage, and I have Chestnut getting recovered back since I do have Wish on my Clefable, so Clefable is there to heal up either Treads or Chestnut. And that's just kept it a simple max HP, max defense, because I didn't really need any other investment in any other areas because it didn't really do anything in the matchup. Then I have my Cobra Berry, Spectrier with Shadow Ball, Draining Kiss, Nasty Plot, and Will-O-Wisp. Will-O-Wisp is really nice to cripple his physical attackers, so stuff like Scizor, Hisuian Quillfish, Barraskewda if he decides to get crazy and hard switch this in. But for the most part, this is just a very nasty set. Shadow Ball plus Draining Kiss hits everything on his team for a good damage. Nasty Plot obviously to boost my special attack. Will-O-Wisp is to cripple his physical attackers. I have enough speed to guarantee outspeed his his Roaring Moon with 184 defense, enough to guarantee take a Protosynthesis boosted attack knockoff from Roaring Moon after Stealth Rock, and the rest was thrown into special attack to give me some overall damage output. And then finally, for the first time all season, I am finally bringing Oricorio off the bench. Oricorio's matchup in this game is actually pretty insane, because if you look at my opponent's team, he actually has no flying resist whatsoever on his team, so Hurricane is very spammable. I also have Revelation Dance as a means of hitting Scizor for super effective damage, or if I can Terrasilize into, even if I Terrasilize into a water type, it gives me a good reliable spammable stab, especially if the rain is up. I have Quiver Dance to boost my offensive damage output, and then Roost for recovery. I have 16 speed EVs with a Tibin Nature, which lets me guaranteed outspeed and Adamant max speed Barraskewda outside of rain after a Quiver Dance, and the rest of the EVs were put into HP and defense, which also lets me guarantee take 2 Adamant Choice Banded Barraskewda liquidations. Alright, let me rephrase that. This lets me guarantee take 2 Adamant Choice Banded Terra Water liquidations from Barraskewda outside of rain, so I can guarantee take 2 of those, potentially Quiver Dance up, Hurricane, and hope I don't miss. Well, I don't miss in rain, so there's that, but regardless, I do take 2 outside of rain. I can Hurricane for good damage, and Revelation Dance again is just nice and spammable, specifically against the Scizor. So with that, that is my team for this week, and with that out of the way, let's head on over to the battle. Alright guys, here we are with our Week 7 battle for the UNPL Season number 4 versus Rebel and his Renegade Zarudes, and he brought rain. Oh god, he did not, oh thank god, he didn't bring Roaring Moon and he didn't bring Valiant. He did bring, yeah, he went full rain. Perfect. I'll take full rain over dealing with booster energy nonsense. I really will. So he brought the Donphan, we see Politoed, Scizor, Tornadus, Hisuian Quillfish, and the Barraskewda, which is his Terra Captain. So no Valiant, no Moon, no Glastrier Air. So what's my best lead? I don't have the Orota Mo either, so that's great. The Chopo Berry on my Treads is now useless, but I'm okay with that. Probably just to get it online, I probably should just lead off with my Palafin. And if he leads off with like Donphan, I can just like react accordingly. So that's good. Yeah, so just getting it early online with my Palafin. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. Good luck, have fun to Rebel. I'm not going to let the record means nothing to me. He may be 1-5, but that means literally nothing here. UA. We do see Quillfish lead. Alright. We do see Quillfish. He is Swift Swim. So from here, what I want to do is swap out I can go directly into treads, actually. The only downside is him going for, liquidation raw. So let's see. No, okay, let's go to get some spikes. I'm okay with that. And I'll just get off an earthquake. He can't kill me with liquidation. He definitely can't kill me with liquidation. The rain's not up. So he is going to withdraw. This will go straight into Torn. Katara. That sounds like Polytoad. It is Polytoad. So the rain's going to go up. And that is Fizdef? Hard to tell. But that did nothing considering that I am special, that I am adamant max attack though. Let's see, what's my play here? Ideally what I could do, I don't want to sack this immediately. I don't really have a hard switch in per se, but I feel like going directly into Spectrier isn't the worst thing in the world. So let's do that. So this is like just raw Fizdef Polytoad. If that was offensive, it would have taken a lot more from that. He is going to Earth Power. And get the unfortunate Spadef drop. I'm fine with that. A part of me wants to go straight for the Will-O-Wisp in case he decides to go straight into the Hisuian Quillfish. So let's make that play. So yeah, he is going to withdraw. Does this Quillfish come back in? Yes, it does. So hopefully I hit this Will-O-Wisp. I do. Perfect. Alright, so Quillfish is crippled. You love to see that. Alright, so a bit less of a problem. And I would imagine that the Polytoad is Damp Rock. Oh, wrong thing. I'm just going to count it real quick. So I didn't see leftovers or anything. So let's just go back into treads, I feel. I don't really have nothing to fear from this thing now that it's burnt. Like, he could continue going for spikes or whatever, but the rain helps me too, basically. So if he goes for more spikes, he goes for more spikes. Okay, just goes for crunch. That was a crit. He is going to take more burn damage. I assume he's just going to go back into Polytoad here. I'm more or less okay with that. I don't care if he goes Torn. He can go back into Polytoad. No, he goes into Torn. Okay, he goes into Torn now. That's fine. Alright, so I do have my response to Torn, and that is my Clefable. So, let's go out into that. Like, unless he's Life Orb, he can't 2 a KO me. Okay, he just goes straight for the Weather Ball. Yep. Doesn't kill. Let's go for Thunder Wave. I imagine he goes into Scizor now. Lin. That sounds like a Scizor nickname. Yep. Alright. So hopefully we get the T-Wave. And we don't. Alright. That is unfortunate that we do not get the T-Wave. Let's just go Chestnut. That really sucks that I had to miss that T-Wave there. So I imagine he's gonna go for a knockoff or U-turn. Yep. Take the Rocky Helmet chip. So now he gets to go back in the treads. I mean, back in the treads, back in the Torn. Truth be told, if he goes back in the Torn, I guess I just sack off, Clef. Alright, the rain does stop. That doesn't really help my case right now. But I'm just gonna go back into Clef. Clef is literally only here just for this. Everything else, it's just pressured ball. Everything else on his team is physical attackers, but this. So we're going to have to play the long game here. These Bleak Windstorm, doesn't really matter. I'll wish just in case. I don't think it's not really going to matter yet. Like, it was literally only here for this, and unfortunately I wasn't able to do anything with it. So, Torn picks up the first kill. Let's go into Spectrier. And we'll just click Shadow Ball. So he's gonna go back into Coolfish. Okay, fine. I mean, he can't kill me in one hit, so I can nasty plunge in its face. So let's do that. Alright, just give up more spikes. I'm okay with that. I can rapid spin them whenever with my treads, so. Nasty plot again. So +4 does crunch. I have a Cobra Berry. Down to 119. And now we Draining Kiss and to a KO. This definitely doesn't kill, but I should be out of range of the next one. I mean, the only real downside is, like, if I don't get back enough health here, then, like, I would be in range of Donphan, Ice Shard. Okay, I should be out of range. I should definitely be out of range now. And if anything, he'd be forced to sack off the Polytoad to get the rain out. So I'm okay with that. So Spectrier gets the kill on Coolfish. So now it's at +5. If he goes Donphan, I'm staying in to Draining Kiss. Because I'm pretty positive a Shard does not kill me, because I have a lot of defense investment. And if he goes Polytoad, I'm definitely Draining Kissing that thing. Alternatively, he could just go Scissor and Bullet Punch. Yeah. I forgot about that part. All things considered, I'm kind of okay with that. So, actually, let's just go Treads and Rapid Spin. Now if the Cool Fish is gone, I can get rid of these spikes. Bullet Punch doesn't kill me. Yep. And now I can Rapid Spin. Yep, does withdraw. Katara. Yeah, I'm fine with this. The main thing now is, do I care now with... Do I care more about rocks or do I care about damage? Honestly, I care more about damage. Like, rocks are good for... Well, he's just gonna go... If he has Down Fan in the bag, he's just gonna go in Rapid Spinnable way, so it's no big deal. Alright, so... I'll take the damage as opposed to the rocks, just because this then puts him in the range of Spectrier again. So... Politoed, KO's Treads. I go back into Spectrier and click Shadow Ball. And if he goes Scizor, and then when he goes Scizor, I'm just going to go into Palafin. I go Palafin, I click Liquidation. Alright, so Rain is gone. I mean, the Rain Center is gone. So Spectrier, KO's Politoed. I do have to deal with at least 6 more turns of Rain. Sokka, that's the Barraskewda. And let's go into Chestnut. This benefits me because I get Rocky Helmet Chip. He is going to Terra though. And I'll get to see if he's banded or not. So yeah, Terra Water as expected. So go for your flip turn, that's fine. That looks like choice banded damage. So he is going to go back into Torn now. And I think from here... I kind of want to try to... do I try setting up with Oricorio afterwards or no? There's 4 more turns of Rain. I need to sack this, unfortunately. Palafin at the very least can take a hit from Barraskewda. So yeah, I'll just sack Chestnut to the Bleak Wind. So, I get to kill Chestnut. And then when he goes... I can go Spectrier. Spectrier, I Shadow Ball. Yeah, it's definitely Damp Rock, right? Yeah, it's Damp Rock. Alright, so I Shadow Ball this for damage. I go Palafin, I Jet Punch. Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, I know I'm feeding kills, but this is all to ensure that I can put it in range. I need to put it in range of Palafin. So we go Palafin now and we click Jet Punch. Alright, so then I Jet Punch this. I mean, it's adamant, the rain is up. Wait, when does he switch into this? Alright, so Torn's down. Palafin gets a kill. He goes into Barrascuda. I Drain Punch that. Yeah, I should still be okay. No matter what, I should still be okay. Like, what is he? Like, legitimately, I think his best play, he has to go into Barrascuda. Like, legitimately, he has to go Barrascuda. If he goes Scizor, the rain's still up, I'm faster, I Liquidation for free. Okay, he goes Donphan. Alright, I can respect that play. Just to get the damage off. He's moving down to Sturdy. Then he Earthquakes. The rain stops, which is good. Alright, we see leftovers. Jet Punch this. I mean, alternatively, I could have just gone into Oricorio, but that's alright. So, Palafin is Donphan. The main thing now is with Barrascuda, or... Oh, he went Scizor. Never mind. Never mind. I thought he was gonna go Barrascuda first. Drain Punch. Get some health back. Close combat. No, he gets U-turns. And that is Choice Band. That is definitely banded. Well, there's no sense in preserving this, so I'll just Jet Punch for some chip. But regardless, it did its job, and I can still endgame with Oricorio. Alright, so Barrascuda gets the kill on Palafin. And now it just basically comes down to whether or not my Oricorio let's see. Do I need the Terra? Well, I need the Terra, obviously. There's nothing, there's no two ways about that. I have to Terra. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, first off, I have to Terra. And I think for all intents and purposes, I have to just Hurricane. Yeah, I have to Hurricane. Because if I quiver dance and he's still faster, that's a throw. Also, I apologize for the pause there. So let's see. So I have to hope I hit. Wow. Thank you, Oricorio. Thank you, Oricorio. Barracuda goes down. Oricorio gets the kill. And Choice Banded Bullet Punch does not OHKO my Terra Water Oricorio, so I can just freely Revelation Dance and wrap this game up. At the very least, I hope so. Revelation Dance. This was probably a throw though, because I don't think I kill, because I'm uninvested. And that's definitely banded. Okay, he just bullet punched. Ooh boy! Almost. Come on, Oricorio. Please. Come on, live, live, live. Yes! Yes, baby! Let's go, Oricorio! Oh, yes, baby. Oh, yes, baby. That's how you do it. That is how you do it. Woo! What a debut for Oricorio. What a debut. Living Choice Banded Bullet Punch on 18. Woo, boy. Ooh, I swore I threw. I swore I threw there. Oh, man. I do not... If there's any indication, I don't do well with into weather. But man, he brought the rain, and oh man, that was something. I guess what I could have did also was when he went Donphan on my Palafin, I probably could have gone Oricorio on the Earthquake, then Terra'd, and set up that way. I probably could have used Donphan as a means to set up with Oricorio there. Thinking about it now, I could have did that. But man, what a game. What an ending. Ah, man. This is why you don't underestimate your opponent, no matter what the record says. That was a great team that he brought. He brought full-on rain, and honestly, this wasn't the best way for me to deal with it, but we managed. That's all I can say. Shoutouts to Oricorio, man. In her debut, taking the brunt of the end game and landing that hurricane. If that hurricane missed, I lost. Straight up. But regardless, we do win. We are now 6-1, and I think because of this, we have guaranteed a playoff spot now with this win, which is great. Fantastic with 2 weeks to go, and my Gen 9 run has been spectacular so far. So far this generation, I have not missed the playoffs in any league I have been in, which is very, very cool to say. But man, these games have been very, very stressful and down to the wire these last few games. Well, the main one being the other rain matchup against Rose. But regardless, this was a fun one. GG to Rebel. Fantastic, fantastic team. Great player. Check all the other coaches taking part in the UNPL. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I am looking to try to get to at least 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Probably a lofty goal, but nothing I can't try to attempt there. But regardless, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and until the next time, this is Tone signing out for now. Peace out.